Blue Lock 240 leaks are now out, and we have a lot to talk about in this chapter as we head towards PXG vs Munchen because a lot has happened once again. The chapter starts out with the aftermath of Ren's goal. Not even the genius Nagi can stop him with his monstrous dynamic. Toshi Ren surpasses them all. Ren Toshi's hat trick makes it 3-1, and it's PXG's complete victory. We see Nagi slumped on the ground and he starts to talk to Ren. He says, "Hey Ren, you're still getting stronger. Amazing. What drives you so much?" Ren then responds saying, "Huh? You know, right? To surpass the Toshisai and kill ISagi." Nagi understands, but he asks, "But what if it's all over after that?" Ren says, "Like I know, idiot. Do babies think about dying when they're born? They're born with no choice but to spit up blood and live. Whether it's heaven or hell, my story will end with me. The one who paints the battlefield will decide the outcome. You're going to fall into hell, you white guy." Nagi still stumbled from his motivation and even goes to Ren for help, but Ren gives him a very edgy answer as usual, and I don't think this will help Nagi's cause. He still needs another way to refine his purpose and continue on playing. We then head back to Urus or his BM, and ISagi tells himself that he won. He was thinking back to when Kaiser said let's compete in the number of goals next time, and he was able to do that. He won the game, the match, and the point against Kaiser. Games 5 and 6 have now been completed, and we see a live that is being broadcasted simultaneously to all the venues. The announcer announces that we will now move on to the annual salary rankings. At present, there are 29 players who have their bids. They then start to announce from 29th to 24th place. We then see a new cast of players that got to play. Some notable ones are Nanase, Wanama, and Zantetsu. So finally, Wanama got some time on Manshine, and then Zantetsu and Nanase also played for PXG. I'm very shocked to see Nanase on the team, so he must have improved as well. We see Nanase say, "Well, I'm in," and then Zantetsu saying 8 million, that's too low. And from here, the top 23 will be the borderline to represent Japan in the Under 20 World Cup. From this list is some more new people as well, as Tokumitsu is on the board with 10 million, and Raichi did well in his debut, gaining 18 million. Iori capitalized from his stance, getting 20 million, and Nico raised up to 30 million, and then Gagamaru is 32 million. I'm a little worried for Shido here, as he is cast at 25 million. This is very odd for Shido to be so low and to not hold a candle to Ren right now. I wonder what happened for him to not showcase his value. Maybe it could be he didn't play, or his value as a teammate won't work out. We will definitely see when the time comes. Kurna also got a raise, as he is now 12th in all Blue Lock and is currently at 34 million. Kurna says he's a little up, and Hiyori says 20 million, huh? That's okay for now. Now we get to the top 11. We have Ryu at 11 with 35 million, which is impressive because he had a good match, and then Yukimiya and Rio are tied at 36 million. Now Rio was at 40 million before this match and has now dropped 4 million. After their embarrassing loss to PXG, it makes sense, but now we get to see players' values drop for the first time. This will occur more as the games continue because Rio and Nagi cannot stay up there anymore. Yukimiya was at 29 million before the match, so he went up a bit as well. He didn't do too much in the Ubers match, but had some good defensive moments that probably helped his value. Aiku was at 38 million now, and he was around 30 million last time, so he jumped up a little bit too. And now Nagi has fallen down to 43 million. This is the biggest downfall of value we have seen yet. He was at 88 million before this match and has dropped 45 million yen. Unbelievable. Do you know how bad you have to have played to drop that far? Now granted, he's still 7th on the rankings in Blue Lock, but man, if he dropped 40 million in this game, and hypothetically he drops 40 million again, then he will not be on the team for the World Cup. I still think Nagi will bounce back though, as I said last time, and I'm hoping soon because he still has 2 matches left. He can make something happen. We see Rio and Nagi talking as Rio says, "Aren't we lower than last time?" Nagi says, "Well, we didn't get it right this time." Rio then says, "I guess we need a goal. Let's switch next, Nagi." Nagi says yes. I wonder what Rio means by this by saying let's switch next. Possibly we might see Rio take more command as a striker, whereas Nagi plays a more passive role. I don't know though, it doesn't seem plausible, but with this duo now, they need to switch something up if they want to increase their earnings. We also have Kunigami and Shigiri at 50 million and tied for 5th. Shigiri says, "What the hell, Kunigami, don't follow me." Kunigami was previously at 47 million, so he barely went up, which makes sense as he was basically invisible the whole match. And Shigiri was at 30 million, but was the only person to score a goal against PXG, so he went up by 17 million. I honestly thought Shigiri would go up even more, but the goal must have not been too fantastic for the bidders. We also have Bachra at 4th with 66 million, and Barsha didn't play a match this time, so therefore Bachra's value didn't go up or down. Now we finally get to the top 3. We see Bro has a bid of 130 million in 3rd place. Bro is completely mad about this, and it makes sense. I honestly thought Bro would stay ahead of ISagi as they both scored 2 goals, but that isn't the case. Bidders must have seen a lot more for ISagi to value him higher, and Bro did a lot in that game too. To just only go up 30 million is surprising. In second place, we see a threefold jump from his previous 50 million, and ISagi is now at 150 million. ISagi is happy with 150 million, but then he sees that the number one is the brother of a genius who controlled the game with a hat trick. Rin is at 180 million. ISagi says, "You're always ahead of me, on top of me. Pause. You're blocking my way, Rin." In addition, we see a new offer has been updated for Kaiser as well, and we see a bid of 320 million yen from Spain's Real. ISagi says the world's strongest club where KiiNGKhyy belongs wants Kaiser. Now, this is probably the biggest news yet. Kaiser has always talked about wanting to get a higher bid number to leave Munchen and no longer be in Noah's shadow. He now gets a bid from Real, the world's strongest club, and KiiNGKhyy is there. Imagine KiiNGKhyy and Kaiser on the same team. This would be generational. Going from Ness to Sai is life-altering for Kaiser. If he takes that deal up, which I assume he probably would, we could be expecting something different as the story continues. We see Ness as usual, as he is there to lick Kaiser's boot. Ness says, "Kaiser, yes, you achieved your goal. You're now closer to becoming the best striker in the world. It was worth it to come all the way here in the NEL." Kaiser as the ace of Real. Kaiser is far from happy though. Kaiser says, "You're a fool, Ness. What's with that 320 million? What the fuck is with Real? I'm no better than ISagi myself." This is surprising a bit too, as Kaiser right now sees himself as the same value as ISagi and does not care about Real's bid offer. It seems right now he only has one goal, and that is to destroy ISagi. Kaiser then says it can't go on like this, and Rin says, "I'll kill ISagi myself." ISagi then thinks to himself, saying in the world's evaluation, he's still less than half of Kaiser. The value of second place is not even close to reaching Rin. And next is the last match against France. He doesn't want to be second. What he wants to be is the world's number one, you monsters. Three-way battle for the top. Let's go full throttle and crush all your rivals. To be continued in the next chapter, Pickled Radish and Natto. The next chapter must have something to do with KiiNGKhyy and ISagi, as they always were the ones to get Pickled Radish and Natto during the first selection. We could possibly see more of him soon enough. My thoughts for this chapter is that it's good to see the rankings again. Finally get an updated ranking with PSG after they took a 1-game break. We also got to see more gameplay of the other matches, which were also good. More and more Blue Lock players are now getting their chance to shine and show their value to the world. Keep in mind, only 23 players will advance, so these last two matches for some teams will be everything to prove who's the best. Having ISagi and Rin at number 1 and 2 makes sense. We now get to see the battle of first place, as ISagi will need something super to be able to defeat Rin. I don't know what that will be currently. We also get to see more characters get value who we haven't seen play at all. I don't see Amori's Messi on this list though, so I wonder what happened to him. There's still just one more character as well who we're waiting to make their debut, and that is KiiNGKhyy. Don't be surprised if he's the one who will make a lot of noise and shake up Munchen as they go against PSG. You can only wonder just what skill set he will bring, and wouldn't be surprised if he also scored a goal. Looking at it now, who knows, maybe ISagi and Rin tie after this match, leaving a deadlock for the number 1 position. This match will definitely be a top 5 match in Blue Lock, and I'm here for it. I'm hoping we don't get too much downtime after this match, and we can hop into the 20 days time skip and go straight for PSG vs Munchen. The Ubers match focused on Hiyori a lot, and I'm thinking this time it will also showcase more flashbacks, probably from KiiNGKhyy and Shido. We also have to keep in mind that PSG has still shown nothing of their potential new Gen 11 Chappie. We have to keep him in mind as well. PSG was able to keep Manshine under wraps, and they did it without Shido. The panels make it look like Rin did everything, and I'm sure he did goal scoring wise, but there must have been some help in some ways as well. I'm sure Chris Prince came into the game, and he also wasn't able to score, so either Loki stopped him or Rin did, and that's still impressive. To think Manshine couldn't do a thing, and PSG didn't even have Shido doing anything either. This rematch between ISagi and Rin is going to be legendary, and I hope ISagi will finally win, as he couldn't the last 2 times. Rin has his own reasons, and I don't see how ISagi defeats him currently, but who knows, and then you have Kaiser, who you still have to worry about. Exciting times ahead for what's in store. Well, I thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back in the next one. Peace.